What's happens now is I've been making this work table that is approximately 6 meters long, and then I have cut the sail clothes that I'm gonna need for the sail, and because they are too narrow to lay down, I'm gonna put them so they are standing instead, and then I have to just stitch them together, and that is what I'm doing at the moment. And to be quite honest, at the moment I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna win any stitching competition, but I made a test one of the other nights, and one of my neighbors and I was trying to pull it apart, and it was only over 1 feet that it was being stitched together, and we couldn't manage to take it apart. So I'm sure this is strong enough that I'm doing, and when the sail is up, you're not gonna see the stitches anyway. So I hope that it's gonna get a little better. Then can the first panel that can be at the top, and then the last can be at the bottom. Then it's hopefully looking a little better. So the idea is that I lay them out, and then I put like some double side tape between the layer, and so they're like glued together, and then I give it 2 rounds of stitches. So that is what I'm gonna do now. The one I'm working on at the moment, I have been giving the one stitch yesterday evening, so now I just making the second one, and then I can go in and pick up the next piece. Actually, we can go in and we can have a look. You can see here that is lying here is the first one that I was cutting over the plastic foil that I was cutting, and they are serving as model for the other one. I'm gonna need of each piece 7 pieces. So and they are of course the one set, and then they're lying in there. And here I've been here the first that is for the first one that I'm cutting, and there's 2 pieces back. So this will be the top, and that will be the bottom, and this will be this end will be towards the wear, the back, and this will be towards the front of the sail. And when those are being stitched on the sail I'm working on in there, then I will lay it out on the floor and put the plastic foil out to see if it fits my expectation, and if it does, then I need 5 pieces more of each, and then I'm just I'm gonna cut those 5 pieces because it's gonna give less waste when I cut the same pieces when I cut the same pieces at the same time, because the angle I can reuse. So yes, I'm gonna do something. You really have to watch the line, because when it's going up and down, there's have this band lying in between, and that is gluing it together, and that's also gonna go on the needle and on this piece here. see it. So every once in a while, it's gonna jam up, and so you have to watch what you're doing, because sometimes some of the cordels in the thin line here is it's only one of the cordel that's going, and sometimes you can see it, and then you can like secure the line by going backwards again, and then you can just cut it and start all over again from the same spot. Otherwise you risk that it's just gonna go in two pieces, and then of course you just stitch on top of it and then you're secured that way. But it's better if you can make a full closure, so to say. So you really have to watch what you're doing. And the machine I have is just an ordinary household machine, so it's not a very strong one. And I've done some tests, and by 6 layer it's actually not a problem. You cannot go with you cannot go fast, but you can go through it, and it's better to get the work done slowly than not get it done at all. Of course, in the perfect world, I will just go out and rip down an industrial machine or a very strong amateur machine, but this one was on the shelf at home, and so that's the one I'm using. A friend of mine was making 2 very large sails, and they had bought a used industrial machine, and they had organized so they could stand in the gym of an old school. And I believe after 2 hours of stitching, the machine was finished working. It was broke down, and that was between Christmas and New Year, so no shops was open, so they were calling all their friends. And in the end, because you don't search for a machine you already have, so in the end there was a friend having one standing that had been used for centuries, and that was an old machine, and this mark is known for 2 days after the warranty or guarantee is over, then it's just break down. So it's like a one-time use machine, and they say, okay, we can start with that, and then when it's break down we have to search again. And they make both sail with that machine, and they've been doing lots of other stuff, and they still have the machine, and they're very happy with it. That probably was a Monday machine with reverse. Normally a Monday machine is when it's not working, and here, because the machine usually after a couple of years was doomed to break down, and it's still working, then it has to be a Monday machine. Yeah, I get going again. Just have to show something. I was a little too eager, so this is what's happened, and now it's actually only one cordel, and the focus is not good, but now I can go backwards and probably save it, and then I just have to restart again. So, but it was because I was going too fast. Damn, but nothing to do about it, just start over again and go a little slower. But it always, when you think, wow, now it's going good, you're wrong. It's not going good, you're just making a mishap, so you always have to take good care. Yeah, I forgot my tripod, so I have a couple of boxes of nuts that are standing under the camera. So What just happened is that I did break the needle, so I just have to replace it. But I was prepared for that, so I have like 10 of these, so that will be like 50 needles. So that will get me through the weekend, I hope. So and I have been breaking a couple of needles before, so it's just because probably I'm going too slow up and down while pushing too fast forward. So you just have to find the rhythm of how to do it. So now those two parts are being stitched together, but actually this was the piece 3 and 4 there have been stitched together. So now I have to go in and pick up piece number 2. They're all marked so that I know where they are lying in the sail. And the idea is actually just to add an extra piece, and that extra piece is being rolled up as you just saw and is inside the machine. And all the other pieces, they are on the outside, so I don't need a very large arm to go out on the stitching machine, because it's actually only 1 meter and 20 that is 4 feet that is rolled up and go on the inside of the machine. And all the way the sail is being made is only a little bit on the inside of the machine. So also when the panel is being stitched together, then they actually are lying outside the machine. So yes, I will go in and find the next piece. The overlayer is 1 inch, and then I just lay out this tape, and then it's gonna fix it, and then I just stitch it together. It's very easy to not get it straight, and you have to be adult enough to admit when you make it wrong, and then just the sooner you fix it, the easier it is to fix. So I was just getting a little out of line, and right now I'm in a situation where the tape may not be holding it together, but I'm gonna give it a shot, but I have to, if it doesn't work, I have to put some needles in to hold it, and then next time if I get in the same situation, then just, that's too bad, the tape off and then try again. But I see how it goes. Now I'm aware of it, so I can have an eye on it.